Hey guys, welcome everyone. Today I will tell you about Jackie Chan's cool movie called The Last Shaolin Trial. The film begins with a demonstration of Jackie Chan's duel with the Shaolin masters. But this is just his dream. He is new to Shaolin school and is mute. The teacher instructs his students to bring water, putting lead-weighting agents on their feet. This will bring all the attention to the legs. In the future, they will not feel tired legs. The other students suggest that Jackie go back first, a dispute, so to speak, and he immediately agrees. But after 2 laps, he gets tired and knocks over buckets of water. Tired Jackie decides to take some rest by the river. There he remembers how his father died during a battle with a criminal. From that day on, he stopped talking. A woman notices him and introduces herself as a Shaolin friend. She lives in the Lotus Temple. The woman tells him that martial arts are difficult to master, but if you do not give up, everything will definitely work out. This gives Jackie a second wind and he completes the task. But the master does not praise him, but rather scolds him and orders him to leave the monastery. But Jackie asks him to forgive and the master will have mercy. But the price of this, the preparation of firewood. During work, an inadequate monk begins to overwrite any nonsense and moves on. And Jackie decides to follow him. So he learns about a certain secret cave where a man is kept with whom Jackie shares his food. And the man asks next time to bring some cold wine. A new day is coming. Apprentice Yun begins to pass tests against wooden warriors with built-in automatic strikes. According to the rules of Shaolin, anyone who can pass this most difficult test will be able to leave the monastery. After failing the test, one of the teachers scolds Yun for attempting the test so early, and as a reward, he informs that severe punishments will await him. During dinner, Jackie hides some of her food and pours wine from the monk's jug. The imprisoned man is extremely happy about this. He makes a promise to Jackie if he brings him more supplies, he will get a good reward. Jackie explains to the man about today's test, which amuses the man. After all, he does not understand how you can lose to a piece of wood. The man will tell Jackie the reason for his imprisonment. He used an ancient technique called the lion's roar, which allows you to destroy everything in its path, even metal. It is this technique that will be the reward for Jackie if he continues to bring him food. This prompts Jackie to steal supplies again, but the monk catches him red-handed and delivers a couple of blows. Then he orders Jackie to clean the kitchen every evening, which he does the rest of the day. As a reward, Jackie receives a piece of fruit, which he passes to the man, and the man is grateful to fate for their meeting. Advising Jackie to ignore any rules of the convent, the man begins teaching his mute friend. One day, a woman notices Jackie practicing the elimination technique, so Jackie has to ask her not to tell anyone about it. The woman tells him that this technique is very ancient and the dark side of Shaolin. Technique is designed to kill. The woman advises Jackie not to forget that their main goal is to bring good to this world, and also invites him to learn from her the technique of 8 snake steps, which is the opposite of the lion's roar technique. But this technique was not simple and required a lot of work. So Jackie begins to study 2 techniques at the same time. And after a while, the man announces that Jackie has finally completed his training. But Jackie must keep their friendship a secret. Before Jackie leaves, the man gives him a note to give to the clerk in the store. After that, Jackie proceeds to pass the test with wooden warriors. Using all the skills and skill, Jackie manages to pass the test. At the exit, a teacher was waiting for him, who reports that he was the first who managed to leave the walls of the institution. The teacher knew that Jackie was infiltrating a secret cave, so he wonders if the prisoner gave him anything, but Jackie denies. The teacher guessed that in exchange for training, the prisoner asked Jackie for something. But since Jackie passed the test, the teacher is forced to let him go. The teacher reminds Jackie that their main goal is to use their powers for good and gives a gift, a scroll that should use at the top of the windhill. Jackie comes to the store he needs, where he passes the note to the seller. inside which is a message for a gang of dragons. A little later, Jackie notices the skirmish and saves the girl, who turns out to be the daughter of the innkeeper. And as a reward, he allows Jackie to live with them for free. But that fight wasn't enough, and in the middle of the night, she is again attacked and kidnapped to ask for a ransom of 500 gold coins. During the delivery of the ransom, Jackie comes across a prisoner who opposed the monks with might and main. They immediately help the prisoner escape, and as a reward, he agrees to save the kidnapped girl. But a gang of dragons kidnap the girl exactly for him. Closer to the night, they manage to find a house where they were accepted, but the prisoner kills the brother of the owner of the house, suspecting that he is a monk. Then the whole family. In addition, he kicks his saviors out of the house. The next day, our dudes get to the place of ransom, but there is no one there, which is pretty weird, especially the fact that when they returned, the girl herself came home. Closer to the night, an old man starts to fight with Jackie. Seeing his stance, Jackie begins to suspect him of killing his father. During the night, Jackie remembers the teacher's gift. At the top of the mountain, the old monk realizes that Jackie was trained by a prisoner, because of which he accuses him of turning off the right path. An old monk tells a story about his student named Fetyu. That prisoner was a student of the old monk, as well as the leader of a gang of dragons. But luck was not on his side, and he was quickly caught, and the monks imprisoned him in a cave. Then the teacher promised to help in the future if such an incident occurs, and punished himself for the bad deeds of his student. In a hurry, another monk comes and tells the news that Fetyu has again teamed up with a gang of dragons and began to destroy everyone who was involved in his imprisonment. So they will attack the temple, where no one can resist him. After all, the style of the lion's roar is too strong. A little later, the teacher shows a book that contains the perfect technique, which Jackie begins to learn. After a while, the gang approaches the temple, and Jackie is ready to do his best to protect the monks. Then Fetyu says that it was he who eliminated Jackie's father. Hearing his words, Jackie begins to speak. It turns out that he swore to remain silent until he took revenge on his father's killer. A deadly fight begins. Each of them is equal, but Jackie cannot tend the battle because of the main principle: do not harm the opponent. But even so, he defeats Fetyu. Jackie remembers how Fetyu taught him and tells him that he is ready to forgive him if he surrenders to the monks. Then Fetyu says that he is proud of his student. Taking advantage of the moment, Fetyu will try to kill Jackie, but he will have time to dodge. After the death of the leader, the entire gang instantly gives up. Sometime later, Jackie takes on the life of a monk and has his hair shaved off, to better feel the currents of the wind. The end.